Historical Reconstruction of Aryan X.
Episode 11, The Indigenous Peoples of Europe, 5, France, Germany, Italy, and Austria. Until now, we have been taught that the Western European countries of France, Germany, Italy, and Austria were not part of the Slavic civilization of Greece. Ironically, however, these nations, France, Germany, Italy, and Austria, are indeed Slavic and part of the Hellenistic civilization. Exploring which regions within these countries were non-Slavic will add to the enjoyment of studying history. First, France was formerly called Boulanzeo. The bull in Boulanzeo was said to mean fire and conveyed a sense of brightness. The capital of France, Paris, signifies a place where the Papal See, the Holy See, is located. Mong means bright land in Mongolian, equivalent to Bator. Let's examine the meanings of the famous French sites, Mont Saint-Michel and Montmartre. Mont Saint-Michel. Mong means bright land. Siang means sacred. Mi means mountain, from the archaic Korean word mo. Sel refers to the Papal See, from Sol, Saru, or Karu. The cathedral currently at Mont Saint-Michel was once the Papal See for the northern region of France. Montmartre. Mong means bright land. Maru means village or town, the same as the Mar in Marseille, from Mari or Meru. Tau means land. Let's look at the place names of Toulouse and Tours, cities in south-central France. Toulouse. Toul and Tours are the same word, sharing the same meaning as Tur in Turkmenistan and Powara or Peru in France, all signifying bright. Luce is identical to Rusu, Lhasa, and Arasa, meaning the bright land of the Bodhisattva. The attachment of a name from the Russian region suggests that a power from Russia controlled this area during a migration, the identity of which will be revealed in the discussion of the Hunnic migrations. Marseille, a southern French city. Mar means village or city, the same as in Montmartre. Se is a possessive particle. Il signifies Ionian, meaning Greece. The name Marseille confirms that the region was within the Greek cultural sphere. Therefore, the southern region of France was part of the Greco-Roman cultural sphere, while the central and northern regions were not. Who then ruled northern and central France? The answer will be revealed in our discussion of the Xiongnu and Hunnic migrations. Let's also examine the name of Corsica, the Mediterranean island and Napoleon's birthplace. According to Wikipedia, the island of Corsica was under the influence of Carthage until 237 BC, but after the Punic Wars, the Roman Republic took control of the island in 237 BC. It remained under Roman rule until the Vandal conquest of Rome in 430 AD and was incorporated into the Byzantine Empire in 522 AD. After the end of Byzantine rule, Corsica was subjected to the dominion of various powers, including the Arab Empire and the Lombards. In 1282, it finally became a dependency of the Republic of Genoa after the Battle of Meloria. Although it was briefly occupied by the Kingdom of Aragon, 1296 to 1434, and France, 1553 to 59, the island remained Genoese territory until it was sold to France in 1768. Corsica. Kor has the same meaning as Kori in Korean. Sika has the same ka as in Scythian, meaning bright. The Vandals mentioned in the text are the Scythians of Central Asia, a bright people. Lombard is a place name that appears in northern Italy. Lom is Rome or Rama, and Bard is the Korean word for bright land. The Lombards were a power that migrated from Central Asia and the northern regions of Russia, as will be explained during the discussion of the Hunnic migrations. We can see that the French Mediterranean island of Corsica was not French territory until modern times, but belonged to another power. Who was this other power? It was stated that the Kor in Corsica is the same as the Kori in Korea. Now, let's move on to Germany. In a previous installment, it was explained that the Germans are not a people who migrated during the Germanic migrations, but are Greeks, the indigenous people of Europe who use the double-headed eagle, the symbol of the Roman Empire, and are a Slavic people. Let's examine the place names of Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Brandenburg, and Hamburg. The Frank in Frankfurt is the same as the Frank in France, meaning bright. The Fürth in Frankfurt, the Preu in Prussia, and the Por in Portugal all have the same meaning, which is also bright. Frankfurt means bright land. In Stuttgart, the Stutt and the Gart both mean land, with Gart also signifying the site of the quarry of Central Asia. The common feature of Brandenburg, Hamburg, and St. Petersburg in Russia is the suffix berg. Berg and ska both mean bright land. Why do German and Russian place names share the same suffix? This is possible because the entity that named these places was a single homogeneous power. Germany was both Slavic, part of the Greek cultural sphere, and also had a mixture of place names from Central Asian and Russian spheres of influence. Now, let's turn to Italy. We have previously stated that the Rome of the Roman Empire was Rama, a Buddhist empire. The Catho in Catholic comes from the Scythian Kitai or Kathai. In other words, Catholicism was the Buddhism of the West. But what is the situation today? Rome was the name of an empire, not the name of the city that is the current capital of Italy. This means the entire history of the Western Roman Empire, said to have been in Italy, is a fabrication. The historical truth is that the Western Roman Empire was located not in Italy, but in Spain, Hispania. The cities of central and southern Italy were all within the Greco-Roman cultural sphere. The northern region of Lombardy was where a faction of the Huns settled during their migration and ruled Italy from there. The identity of these Huns will be revealed in the discussion of the Hunnic migrations. Now, let's discuss the Italian island of Sardinia in the Mediterranean, before moving on to Austria. Quoting Wikipedia, Sardinia is the name of a region and an island in Italy. In 1720, the Duchy of Savoy acquired the island and it became the Kingdom of Sardinia, the predecessor of the unified Kingdom of Italy. The capital is Cagliari. Sardinia. Sar means Tsar, emperor, or bright. Din means land. Ia signifies Ionian, or Greece. Sardinia was traditionally a Greco-Roman territory. The capital of Sardinia, Cagliari. Cagliai is from Gali or Gari, which is the quarry of Korea. Ari is Al or Lal, meaning Aryan. While Sardinia was traditionally a Greco-Roman domain, its capital, Cagliari, was a place where the power of the Central Asian Koreans resided. Now, a shocking revelation awaits us with Austria. The identity of Austria will be explained in detail in the section on the Holy Roman Empire. The nation founded at the same time as the birth of the Holy Roman Empire is Austria. However, Ost in Austria is pure Korean for the site of the O clan. This means that at the time Austria was founded, someone from the O clan among the Central Asian Koreans received Austria as a fief, a fact that will be proven in the section on the Holy Roman Empire. For reference, the capital of Austria, Vienna, was transferred from the place name Bin in Central Asia. The place in Central Asia where the O clan resided was Bin, a vacant land. The name Vienna means the brightness of a clear dawn. Tyrol, an Austrian province. Tai means Tau, land. Rol is exactly the same as Al or Lal. Tyrol is the reverse of Al Lal Tau from Central Asia. Innsbruck is a fief of bright land received by a person with the surname In or M. Similarly, Hamburg was the fief of the Ham clan, and Habsburg was the land received as a fief by the Ham or Hap clan. The Boer in the Bourbon dynasty means bright, from bull, fire. The bright land of Central Asia was also called Bong, the land where the phoenix lives. Thus, the land of Boer is the land of Bong. We can see that the leaders of the French Bourbon dynasty were also Central Asian Koreans. In the next installment, we will reveal the truth that the true Western Roman Empire in history was present-day Spain. I sincerely hope you will contact many people to join in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The subtitles can be translated into the language of each country, so please make use of them. If there are any issues, please leave a comment or contact us via Google Mail. Google Mail address, AryanRealHistory@gmail.com. YouTube video address, Historical Reconstruction of Aryan X, or History Restoration of Aryan X. Please do not forget to subscribe and like, as it represents your conscience and passion for the truth.